Randi Altman with Post Perspective. We're here at NAB 2023. This is Amy Gile from Silverdraft. Hello, Amy.
Hi, Randi. How are you?
I'm good. It's been. I feel like we sort of started on our journeys together. We did, and we've both come a long way. Why don't you just tell people what Silverdraft is and how you've grown since? How are you, like 10 years?
Let's see, 2015 is when Silverdraft supercomputing, but we were testing and pushing the technology prior to that, just on the development stage, which is when we initially met.
Yeah. So you guys were sort of ahead of your time in a lot of ways with your systems and the way that people were using workflows using your systems. So why don't you just talk about how it has evolved, how you were almost doing virtual production back when as well, and how people are using your tools now.
This journey's been incredible. I mean, I feel so fortunate and blessed with being able to work with these creatives and these artists and saying, okay, what is it you're wanting to accomplish? And how can we architect our technology to meet those needs? When we first started, we had to prove that something was necessary. There's certain pain points in workflows that for creatives just kind of becomes part of the norm. And so first we needed to take those away and show them what it would be like to have real-time rendering. So that's when we built out Mobile Viz, and we put a supercomputer in the rig. And our first time of really kind of firing it up to say, okay, how's this supercomputer really going to work on set and in this environment? We proved out virtual production. Now you think about that, that was a long time ago. We didn't do it with LED walls, we did it with green screen. We had incredible partners with us, incredible creative partners really driving their workflows with the use of this supercomputer. And it wasn't that we wanted to be a rig company. We were a technology company and a solutions workflow company. And then from there, with that supercomputer, we thought, okay, now that we've proven that real-time rendering is necessary and we've kind of shared the knowledge of the impact a supercomputer can make in the speed of how fast we can do some of this stuff, let's work on getting the architecture smaller and smaller. So then we really pushed high-performance workstations. I mean, you think back to the SGI days, right? And here we are kind of full circle. The need for that high performance compute workstations didn't go away, but consumer-based compute just sort of filled in that need. But we've had this shift where the data is getting larger and larger, and that consumer-based product we need a little bit more power. And so we really kind of have focused on that. How do we visualize data, and how can we do it in as small as form factor that we possibly can, and scalable so you can upgrade it, you just don't throw it away. And so at Silverdraft, we've really been looking at architecture design specifically for for the applications that our clients are using, but also the specific tasks that they are doing with those applications. And that it's not just the compute components in a box, it's really, okay, what are you doing? Let's really have a conversation about what the full solution needs to be. And now with this burst of virtual production, we've been visualizing data this whole entire time, and it's, okay, what device are you going to visualize it on? But it's been great. We're in automotive, we're in media and entertainment, and we're having a really incredible time.
Well, speaking of media and entertainment, you've been working a bit with Sam Nicholson, who's doing some really cool stuff. He's from Stargate Digital. He has embraced virtual production in many different ways. So how is that relationship working?
Oh, it's inspiring, frankly. We create technology that our clients are asking for and they need. So there's a lot of cool things we could build and we could make, but if the artist doesn't need it, then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
And so the great thing about Sam, it's really looking at, okay, what is it that you ultimately need? And how can we build the technologies specific towards those needs and evolve it and evolve it together. So, it's a new journey, an incredible journey. He's wonderful. He's supposed to be, as you know, he's supposed to be with us today. We'll do it again.
The airlines.
They
really, yeah.
Yes, he's wonderful.
What's cool about you guys, and you did this early days too, is you partnered with Richard Edlin.
Yes.
So you go straight to the user, you go straight to the people that are in the trenches, and you find out what they need, and then you go off and you build it, which is really refreshing, and it's worked for you guys.
It has, because they're the ones who inform us. Whether it is in media and entertainment or it's an automotive designer, it's speeding up their workflow and making it as simple as it possibly can be, because they're all telling stories, and that's the important piece of all of it. It's the story, and so our technology is just, we're the enablers, and so our responsibility is to build solutions that are simple and easy to use and for them, so that they don't think about it. They're creating, they're making these stories, and if the tech isn't relevant to impact what they're creating from a story, then honestly it's not necessary. So we have to build solutions that enable them to do the things that they do and don't hinder them. I've been saying that same thing from day one.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's still our motto, even across high-end enterprise. It's very, very similar. It's just that enablement of it.
So for people to find out more about what you guys do, I'm sure there's some user stories on your site as well. Where can they go?
So you can go to silverdraft.com, and you can also find us on LinkedIn.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you, Randi. It's so good to see you.
Same here.
Thank you.